Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Zola. Zanetti. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is... He's having a shot! Has another go! Goal! Arsenal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Nigeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for options, for movement. Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's a key interception. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Decent chance! Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. No, that's been intercepted. Zola. Antonetti. Nesta. Arsenal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. He's a sharp little ball here. Shoots! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Probing pass. Varane deals with that comfortably. Neymar. And it's Ribéry. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ribéry. Oh, right place, right time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Zanetti. Looking to play him in. He's got away. And it's Zanetti. Looking to go deep. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He won't be happy with that one. Platini. Vinicius Junior. Floated through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Zanetti. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Gattuso. He can run onto that. And he's well. And a chance! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Platini looking to be a menace in the final third. Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Platini. Now, what about a counter-attack? Antonetti.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gattuso. Haaland. And the finish! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, it's a great chance! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
We are glad to
Well,
inform
for
you
me,
that
it's a lead
today's
that's
match
thoroughly
day
deserved,
programs are
Peter.
available
They've
from
been
stands
quicker to
located
pretty
by
much
the
everything
gate.
so far.
I'm
The
sure
only
they will
thing
make fine
you've got to
souvenirs.
wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Arsenal are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 23, Rigbery.
That gets
Number
things going for the second
24,
half.
Neymar. Coming on the field.
Arsenal
Number 9,
finding their passes.
Ibrahimovic.
Zola
Number
is a
13,
player who barely
Hazard.
needs an invitation to shoot. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zanetti. That's good play. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Azar. Could move up a gear here. Looking for the run. Well, that looks a decent ball. And there's the header! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, given away. And he's managed to get free. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. Zola being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Zola. Oh, that's delightful. Lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. Zanetti crosses. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic goes steaming forward. Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vermaelen. Played towards the other side. And it's Ibrahimovic. Played back in. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. the most accurate pass. Zanetti. Gattuso. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Vermaelen. Nesta. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. No way through. Looking for a runner. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Platini. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Real chance! And it's come back out to him. And the chance goes to waste.
Nigeria really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Gattuso gets across and deals with it. Mateus. Vinicius Junior. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Zanetti. Gattuso. And here's the chance to counter.
You can never be short of runners into space.
A header! They've scored! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8.
And it's Hazard.
Coming on the field. Number
Hazard.
22. Willis.
Fired deep towards the back post.
George Best. Substitution.
Played in and climbs up big. Platini. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Ibrahimovic. Nigeria have got it back and... Can he finish? They've done it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
2 added minutes has been
Still
indicated.
trying to make a game of this. Passing is crisp and sharp. Platini. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Well seen. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Maldini. And it's Rodri. Now Yaya Toure. And it's Ferdinand. And the return pass. Here's Rodri. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ribery. Yildiz. Beckenbauer. Adriano knocks it out wide. And it's for Marlon. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And this is Adriano. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot to open the scoring. And he's buried it, 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Saint-Etienne finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Adriano gets on the end of things as a matter of... There's the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Knocks it back. Doku. And it's Hullet. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. Now it's Ribery. He's found the way through. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Yildiz. Mateus. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, that's a dangerous ball. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ribery. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played out wide.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Yaya Toure. Saint-Etienne ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Aim forwards, tries to play it through, shot a goal! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Nice control.
That's good play from him.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And he's intervened well there. Yildiz. Looking for the run. And it's Gattuso. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ribéry goes pelting down that left-hand side. Ribéry is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi. Gullit. It's a searching pass. Adriano in acres of space out wide. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
He's a sharp little ball here. Ribéry on a charge down the left. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now, can they get him away? Out towards the flank. He's in a great position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ferdinand. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's played through for him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Changement.
To further improve their position of comfort. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! He has spurned it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He is just caressing the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ribéry, and this is Ribéry. And the shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Saint-Etienne really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Pull it. Mateus. Zanetti. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely worked. Shot could be on. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Brilliant save from Buffon! And this is Del Piero. He's had a shot! It's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Changement pour l'AS Saint-Etienne. Le numéro 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Saint-Etienne get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Passes short and sharp. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And here's Del Piero.
3 minutes.
Now it's Del Piero. Bale. Delivers with... Oh, what a... Oh, crossbar! That has been knocked clear. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us.